Hey, this is Dr. Bradford. I think this might be the last of the series of videos I'm going to give to you, and then I'm going to let you guys work on your final proposals. If you hear a little jingling, that's my one little dog. She might start whining as I'm doing this. So I'm going to do this in 3 parts. So the first is going to be a little outline of SPSS, and the second is going to be ANOVA and t-test, and the third is going to be correlation, or I might just put ANOVA, t-test, and correlation all in one video. So I'm trying to keep the video as short as possible. First thing you'll need to do is to go for this week's assignments, and you'll notice that there's a link to the SPSS trial software. You can do a 14-day trial software for free. My suggestion is you go to Rinker or to the Forsyth Lab over in the communication building. That's probably the best way to do it, because especially in the Forsyth Lab, because everything's already configured and you won't have any problems. I'm also going to upload, I can't believe I didn't do this, but I'm going to upload my SPSS document from that I'm going to be working with today. So first thing you should be looking at is going into coursework, and of course I don't know where it is right now. I probably forgot to hit save. But anyway, so you'll go into coursework. I will have, maybe I put it, I don't know where I put it. Anyway, but I'm going to have the assignment up on the portal for you. I thought I did, but obviously I'm a stupid person and forgot to save it. So I'm going to have the SPSS file. I'm going to have the measurement scales for IRB and SPSS worksheet. If you look at the measurement scales for the IRB, you can kind of get an idea of what that survey that I did, what it looked like. And this is to give you the variables that I was looking at. I was looking at the exercise addiction. I was looking at competitiveness, social media intensity. I was looking at social media use. Comparison, gratification sought, how people compare themselves, how they expect others to respond, and this is something similar to that. This comparison orientation measure that I got from Gibbons and Bunk, this is how people compare themselves in terms of their life to other people. And this is how people compare themselves in exercise compared to other people. I asked people what their age range was, whether they were male or female, how many hours per week do they exercise, and which exercise program they identified with the most. I also had a social media addiction scale that I don't have on this page, but those were questions. There were about 5 or 6 questions regarding social media addiction. So you can take a look at that. If you can use that maybe as a model for your own, if you want to do a survey as part of your research proposal, you can model it after this. Just note that for these questions right here, I indicate this in your worksheet. Typically what happens is I have 1 being strongly disagree and 5 being strongly agree. I had copied and pasted some of these things from another scale, and they had 1 as very much like me and 7 as not at all like me. As you can see in your SPSS document, this is what I'm going to post on the portal. You'll either have data view or variable view here. As you can see in the SPSS document, when it pertains to these questions, so this is the question itself and this is the response. As you can see, almost always true, almost never true. So a low response, a low number means a higher indicator of that variable. So, and then as you can see, the exercise competition, a low number means a low indicator of that variable. Okay, so what I did was I compiled all of these questions and I averaged them out. So these down here are the actual variables. I use averages rather than sums. All right, so we'll be working with most of these and these for our worksheets. All right, so first thing we want to do is let's work with frequencies. So you'll open up your SPSS document and you toggle between variable and data view, but we're just going to use variable view because that gives you a better picture of what variables you're working with. So my first question on your, yes, that's Kona again. My first question on your worksheet is, how many males or females and females are in the study? Okay, so then you go to Analyze, and you go to Descriptive Statistics, and go to Frequencies. Okay, this just gives you, again, frequencies just describe your data. It just gives you some information about your data, all right, about your population. It just describes what your data look like, or what your population looks like, your sample looks like. Okay, so how many males or females in the study? You go to Analyze, Analyze Descriptive Statistics, go to Frequencies, and this is going to pop up. Okay, and then you'll find the variable here. What is your sex? Bring it over to Variable. Okay, and I like to do bar charts. So you hit Charts and go to Bar Charts, hit Continue, and then hit OK. All right. So as you can see from this document, I have 190 females and 79 males. That's a pretty strong female to male ratio. Okay, as you can see, 68% of my population, or my sample, were female and 28% male. Okay, so then I can put in here, there are 79 males and 190 females in this study. Okay. Next question, what are the age ranges from this study? Okay, so you go again, you go up to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Frequencies. Hit that. And let's find our age ranges. What is your age? You can go to Charts. It remembers your settings from your last statistic. Go to Continue and hit OK. So look at this. This is pretty cool right here. I have 14 people in my population, 60 and over, that works for me. But I like that I have a pretty even percentage of people in each range. Notice that I didn't ask the age, I asked for the age range. So I made it a categorical variable rather than a continuous. Okay, so I'm going to say 91 participants were in the, what was it, the 18 to 24 range. 88 and 25 to 39. 25 through 39. 79 and 40 to 59. 40 to 59. And 14 in 60. Okay? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here because you're going to have to do that one on your own. Okay, so that's going to be your homework because I think YouTube only lets me do 10 minutes of video. Okay, so I'm going to do the next ones in t-test, ANOVA, and correlation.